So, again, a recording without a video. Tomorrow it's hopefully gonna be better, but yeah, it is what it is. It's better than nothing, I'd say. But yeah, we're gonna go through some quotes. Inhale, exhale, and repeat after me. 150 best quotes about life from the parade.com site. I'm gonna link the article down in the description. I don't know if these are any good quotes. I hope they are. This is an article of November the 2nd, 2020, 4:35 p.m. If you're interested in that, I don't think so, but anyway. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. By Dolly Parton. And I would say this as well. I mean, not gonna lie. If you really want to have the fucking rainbow, you have to, be fine with the rain in the end. And it's the same thing with growth. If you want to grow, if you want to be a strong tree, if you want to be big, a big plant, then you need the rain and not only the sunshine. Life quotes. The purpose of our lives is to be happy, by the Dalai Lama. Yeah, might not be always that easy as, even though I do think that the Dalai Lama really did put a lot of work into this quote-unquote mindset. I don't like the word, but it just describes it the best way, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, if he really is that happy, if he really is like he says he is, or he seems to be, let's put it like that, then I think that he really worked hard on that, and he really made it his life goal, I think, in the end, to be this type of person, the type of person that, I don't know the Dalai Lama, I do want to point that out, but I think that he's really trying to live a correct life, if you know what I mean, and just also being happy all the time, or most of the time. And I think that if you're able to do so, if you're able to live such a life, then it really, really takes a lot of effort and time and energy to get into that mindset and get into that space, But yeah, the second one is by John Lennon. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. The third by Stephen King, get busy living or get busy dying. Yeah, I would kind of say so as well. I mean, there's so much beauty in life, and yeah, I don't know, like, I often don't see it as well. I want to point that out. I don't want to be like, wow, I'm, a self-development channel. I'm always happy. I'm a person that knows everything and figured it out for me and whatnot. No, still working on it. I still really am working on myself, my life, how I am, and so forth and so forth. Let's see. By Mae West, which is the next one. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. The next by Thomas Edison. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. I mean, there is such a picture that you're kind of seeing all the time and everywhere on Instagram, of two miners, and one of them really gets an inch further and just gets the fucking reward, and the other one stops an inch before that and just because of that does not get the reward. And I don't know, like, it is of course very simplified, but in the end it is quite a case. Today might be the day with this episode that I'm gonna upload that everything is all right and everything is cool and everything is great, but it just might also not be the case. Who knows? If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. By Albert Einstein. Or Einstein. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. By Babe Ruth. Money and success don't change people, they merely amplify what is already there. By Will Smith. And I gotta have to say, like, I think it is really the case, that money and success is just an amplifier. It's just amplifying. as well it is worded, I'd say. I mean, there is some people with money that are giving a lot to charity. And I don't want to be like, whoa, if you don't give to charity, then you're a fucked up person, whatnot. I mean, there's people that are doing some other really great stuff with their money, like putting this into research and whatever it might be about, and also kind of supporting causes they like, causes that have nothing to do with charity, but in a technological sense, in a business sense, in a whatever sense, and also just helping your close friends and your family and whatnot. Like the whole charity thing, I kind of have a feeling sometimes is a bit overrated. I love charity. I love the right charities because, not all of them are as effective, I guess, as I would like them to be. And really something to also keep in mind, by the way, to make sure that the charity that you're giving your money to is not using all the money for organizational purposes of the company per se or of the organization per se. Because I don't necessarily, even though it is a part of it, think that you are spending your money on the organization per se, but for the cause and for the animals or people or whatever the organization is quite all about, But yeah, this is that with Will Smith. The next one is Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma or ad dogma, I guess, which is living with the results of with other people's thinking. Yeah, I would say so as well. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's. The next one is by Seneca. Not how long, but how well you have lived is the main thing. Which I, by the way, think is, incorrect, it's not the right word. Definitely not. It's also not the right sentence or whatever you want to put it. But I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say that that living a short life, but maybe a meaningful one or a well-lived one is better than a long one with, Well, it depends. I mean, of course, if you're living a really long life, that's not good, and it's just a lot of pain, and you get nothing out of it, then it is the most fucked up place to be in, because it is long and you didn't get anything out of it. But I think that it really also depends on how you think about it. I mean, we all can see good in bad and bad in good. And if you're just only seeing the bad and whatever the fuck you have experienced in life, then yeah, your life is going to be miserable and you're going to be miserable as well. But in the end, it's, I don't know. Like, it's difficult to say. What do you think? Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or on TikTok or on Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever you prefer. Just hit up the link in the description. There should be something. Or just search for Christopher Walch and you're going to find something probably everywhere. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor, by Eleanor Roosevelt. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do and then do it, by Henry Ford. In order to write about life, first you must live it, by Ernest Hemingway. Yeah, I would say this as well. I mean, I think it is the exact same phenomenon that I think plays a big role in the whole rapper space, and in the rap and hip hop space, where a lot of people probably are talking and therefore rapping about lives they haven't lived. And I think when it comes to creative work, I think when it comes to writing and or I think music, it really is good when you've lived that life, unless you're a really good actor and you're able to portray the situations that you have found yourself in, these imaginary situations, in a very good way. Because of course, if you've really lived it and if you've really experienced something, then you can probably think and talk and write about it in a different way, in a more detailed way, in a more concrete way than when you have not. The big lesson in life, baby, is never be scared of anyone or anything, by Frank Sinatra. Yeah. Attributed to two various sources, which is, the next author. Sing like no one's listening, love like you have never been heard, dance like nobody's watching, and live like it's heaven on earth. The next, Leo Burnett. Curiosity about life in all of its aspects, I think, is still the secret of great creative people. Socrates, which is the next one. The unexamined life is not worth living. Then Oprah Winfrey, turn your wounds into wisdom. Which again, I think, plays into the whole thought of, okay, it depends on how I think about things. It depends on how I'm viewing things. Because once again, I can see things in a negative light. I can see things in a good light or in a positive one. But it really tremendously depends on how I'm seeing it, you know? The next by Dolly Parton. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. Yeah. Hillary Clinton. Do all the good you can for all the people you can, in all the ways you can, as long as you can. Ashton Kutcher. Well, don't settle for what life gives you. Make life better and build something. I mean, he's an entrepreneur. You know, he is I don't know if he's a born entrepreneur or if he learned it. You know, if you can even, well, I think you can learn it by doing it. I don't, yeah, I mean, yeah, you probably can learn from examples and other people, you know, in terms of, you know, school things and university and whatnot. But I don't know. I mean, you can also learn playing basketball from somebody, but if you haven't played, then it's gonna be something different, and it's gonna be incredibly difficult, quite. I would at least say. The last one is gonna be by Kevin Hart. Everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to do the work. I live by that. I grind hard so you can play hard. At the end of the day, you put all the work in, and eventually it will pay off. It could be in a year, it could be in 30 years. Eventually, your work or your hard work will pay off, by Kevin Hart. Yeah, hard work, Kevin Hart. Yeah. I think so as well. I mean, well, probably. It will probably be worth it. It will probably be fine. It will probably be, worth it. But nobody really knows. I mean, he has seen the results. He has seen the results of hard work and grinding. You know, he's famous, is probably living a really good life also in terms of, you know, being happy. Because, of course, just only because you're famous and because you're having the money and the bitches and whatnot, whatever you want to have and whatever you think is kind of the quote-unquote best lifestyle you can have, doesn't necessarily mean that you're having a good life. But I think that Kevin Hart is really having that good life. And so, yeah, you know, definitely something to keep in mind, you know, definitely a person to keep in mind. But yeah, I'm going to see you the next time. So bye-bye.